Hello everyone, Ian here. How are you doing today? I need to rename this title for the title first. I've retitled it to I've Got Some Bad News, and I have. Yesterday, when I was live streaming, I was trying to hide it, but I can't anymore. My Nan Holmes is extremely poorly. And I don't mean the sick kind, I mean like she has cancer in 5 different places. She's got terminal cancer, and she's having respiratory problems. I can't even say it properly. And it's that bad that today might have been my last chance of seeing her. And I really hope not, because my nan has been awake, but she's been in bed all day. But the thing is, my nan's had her eyes closed all day, but she has been awake. My nan, it's hard to explain, because my nan's eyes have my nan is awake, but just with her eyes shut, because her blood pressure keeps going down and down and down. But thankfully today it did go up, and it is still going up. I think, I don't know what the latest update is. The last time we heard it was 101, I believe. And yeah, today might have been my last chance of ever saying goodbye to her. And it's my nan who I know very well. It's gone in a pattern, basically. I had no memory of my Auntie Kim. I knew a little bit about my Uncle Jeff, and now my Nan Holmes, who I know a lot about. I'm gonna take it and today I've been taking it the hardest out of everyone. I really have, because my nan is my nan is skinnier than me. Possibly skinnier than my cat. My nan is literally nothing but flesh and bone. Literally nothing but flesh and bone. And I'm not even joking when I say that, because my nan hardly eats, and she says, oh, I struggle to eat, but we have to force her to eat because of how weak and skinny she is. So, she's that weak that she can't even be treated for her cancer, for her terminal cancer. And like I said, today might have been her last day, because we thought that, and there's still a possibility, because it's still really early throughout in the night, but my nan could die today. My nan legitimately could die today. And I don't want her to. I really don't want her to, because she's fighting. She's proper going for it. And yesterday when when she was awake and she was talking and everything, my nan was talking a load of gibberish because she was really, really delusional. And when she was delusional, she was speaking about my entire family, but when she was delusional, she's... Bella, stop doing that. But yeah, when she was delusional, she spoke about me. Because she loves me and cares about me. I'm sorry, I really am. But yeah, my nan spoke about me when she was really delusional. I'm thinking back now, that is really shocking. But apparently she kept mainly speaking about our holiday. We go to a place called Great Yarmouth, Vauxhall Holiday. What the hell just happened? What the hell just bloody... And yeah, she thought she was at Great Yarmouth all day yesterday. But yeah, she spoke about my mum, her husband, my granddad, her husband who is my granddad. She didn't speak much about my auntie and my cousins. She didn't speak much about them, even though they literally live right next to her, and we have to drive 40 odd miles to get to them. We have to drive 40 odd miles to go and see them, and my auntie and my auntie's cousins don't even go and see them, even though they live like 4 or 5 doors away. Like, are you for real? About 4 or 5 doors away, and they barely go and see them. My mum yesterday had to force my auntie to come down because she was like, I have the flu. But when she actually got there, she was perfectly fine. I mean, come on. Just stop trying to pretend to be ill. I mean, that's her mum. It's her mum. And she was trying to pretend to be ill, to not come down. But yeah, on the way home, we as in I was mainly listening to one of her favourite songs, and one of her favourite songs is Nik Kershaw, The Riddle. And the first few times I was listening to it, I did start crying, but then I don't know what, but something came over me, and whilst I kept listening to it on repeat, I just felt comforted, if that's even a word. That has that bit. Oh, come on. Not screw it, let's put it the other way. No. But yeah, the first few times I listened to it, I was quietly crying. Uh, I had my arm here and my hand here on the window, and I was looking out the window whilst listening to it, and I was just like trying to stop myself from going "Meh," like proper crying out and everything. And that was not long ago, actually, on the way back. But yeah, my nan's not doing too good at the minute, and I'm really scared and really, really terrified at the minute. I've Nuke's top 5, forget them. Chills, forget them. Top 15, forget them. Forget every jump scare, forget every channel. What scares me the most right now is my nan. Losing my nan from cancer. And yeah. Sorry, I've got chippy at the minute. I've hardly eaten today. But yeah. And my great granddad, who's 86, I've spoken about him before. He's got dementia, and he's on his last year of dementia. He's on his 4th year of having dementia, which means he's gonna die sometime this year, probably before my birthday, really. And is that in focus? It's not even focusing. You know what? I don't care. I don't care if it's focusing on me or whatnot. But yeah, my great granddad, he is that skinny right now that he can hardly move. He can hardly. He can't even feed himself. My great granddad. And and yeah, I think we're gonna have 2 funerals this year. It's bad enough that we started this year with me and my entire family being extremely ill. Like, me, my brother and my sister, we had a really, really bad sickness bug that lasted about 6 weeks. And then my mum had a sinus migraine for about 2-3 days. And literally what my mum did was that she had to lay down downstairs on the chair, on the living room chair, and yeah, just sleep, while my oldest sister had to take care of me, my brother, and my sister. So yeah. But I can't. My nan looks a hell of a lot like my Auntie Kim. But now, looking at my Auntie Kim, all I can think about is my nan. On the way to the ward, because she had to be transferred to another room, on the way to the ward, I saw her in the bed. She looked awful. She looked awful, and I just completely broke down thinking about it. Even... Even thinking about it now, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It really hurts to think about. I'm gonna try and find some photos of my nan. Oh, for God's sake, it won't open. I'll have to go to facebook.com. Yes. It won't let me click on their profile picture. What the hell? Has Facebook updated it so you can't now? I can't. Even just having a quick look. I want a photo with just her. I need to stay strong. This is the first time I've proper cried all day. Why is my camera shaking? Oh, I know why. Hold on a minute. I'm shaking. That's her. I don't want to lose her. And this is her now. Look at how skinny and frail she is. I can't. I can't. I literally can't right now. That's been inside of me all day. I'll show you how much she looks like my auntie. This is my auntie Kim, as you can see by the title, who's sadly dead now. And if you compare that to my nan, you can see there's a massive similarity. I love you, Nan. It was only the last time I saw her, she was in a lot of pain, but she was up and walking and everything still. She was up and walking and washing up, doing everything, and now today's the day that she might die. I love her. I love her so much. I love her so much. I don't want her to die. My mum and the rest of my family aren't back home yet because I had to leave. I couldn't stay any longer than what I did. The doctor said that she only had hours left to live, but we've been there all day and she's still alive. So she's definitely putting up a good fight. She's definitely putting up a good fight. Cancer in 5 different places, and one of them's hitting her nerve to the point where it's stopping her from walking. I'm sorry for crying. Then again, I shouldn't be sorry because it's my nan. The doctor said that she's only got hours left to live, and that is what you've just seen now. It's the first proper time I've cried. I've not cried. I have cried a little bit at the hospital, and I have cried a little bit on the way home. But this is proper crying. This is proper crying. This photo of her was uploaded the 18th of August 2018. But it says next to it the 19th of August 2018. So you can see that she's all right looking. She could die. She could die. Apparently before we left, she did start sitting up, but her eyes were still shut. She did sit up like the way I am right now. And just, yeah. Look, I'm gonna try and stop myself from crying, because I do have some videos to react to. I have MK, Nuke's top 5 and chills, but they're not gonna be that scary. I'm not afraid at the minute. The only thing I'm afraid of is losing my nan. That is the only thing I'm terrified of right now. I'm sorry for starting the stream off the way I have. I genuinely am. So let's try and end it on a good note. Oh. Fudge off. Bugger off, Twitch. I don't care about you at the minute. I need to get some tissue. Hold on a minute. I feel a little better now. Not because I've been crying, because I've blown my nose. I still have a lot in me, but my nose is too weak to get it out. Did we watch this one?
Coach of the English football team, Tottenham Hotspur.
Wait, can you even hear it? Hold on a minute.
Coach of the English...
Yeah, I weren't sure if you could then. Where's MK? Yeah, there's MK. So let's do MK first and Chills and Nuke's top 5.
That's so cute. It's a single coin piggy bank. I love it.
Aww.
How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to MK. My name is Zach, and today we're going to be taking a look at r/Made Me Smile. France starts phasing out single-use plastics on January 1st. Hell yeah. Me teaching him how to play. My friend who just got the game. Yeah, doing his best. Oh, that's cool. One cat's right eye is blue, one's is yellow, and vice versa. That's really cool. So when I was a kid, I had a Raggedy Ann doll given to me by my grandmother. It had my birth name embroidered into a heart on its chest. This Christmas, my grandmother borrowed it and gave it back, now with pants, shorter hair, and my new name sewn in place. He's trans, like me. That's so, oh my god, that's so sweet! So 20 years later, and I just became a nurse at the same hospital I survived cancer in. Hell yeah. Aw.
Wow.
You gotta nap when you gotta nap. That's adorable. And look at these kitties napping. They're just chilling, just giving a hug. That looks cozy, I can't lie.
Oh, for God's sake, sorry. I forgot to zoom it in. Crap. Let's watch it again.
That's so cute. It's a single coin piggy bank. I love it. How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to MK. My name is Zach, and today we're going to be taking a look at r/Made Me Smile. France starts phasing out single-use plastics on January 1st. Hell yeah. Me teaching him how to play. My friend who just got the game. Yeah, doing his best. Oh, that's cool. One cat's right eye is blue, one's is yellow, and vice versa. That's really cool. So when I was a kid, I had a Raggedy Ann doll given to me by my grandmother. It had my birth name embroidered into a heart on its chest. This Christmas, my grandmother borrowed it and gave it back, now with pants, shorter hair, and my new name sewn in place. He's trans, like me. That's so, oh my god, that's so sweet! So 20 years later, and I just became a nurse at the same hospital I survived cancer in. Hell yeah. Aw. You gotta nap when you gotta nap. That's adorable. And look at these kitties napping. They're just chilling. Just giving a hug. That looks cozy, I can't lie. One of the greatest joys you can have in life is knowing that orphan baby orangutans go to jungle school every day where they learn how to be orangutans in a wheelbarrow school bus. For 2 years now, I run out every Saturday morning to get us coffee. I put a cup plus 2 of her favorite donuts on her nightstand while she sleeps. She thinks it's because I love the coffee place, but the reality is that she sleeps in on Saturdays, and if I stare at her long enough, I'm overwhelmed with wanting to do something nice for her. I don't give 2 craps about their coffee. I don't even drink coffee during the week, for frick's sake. Your partners are thinking about you far more often than you realize. Little dumb crap can contain a whole lot of feelings that we never think to say. I hope something good happens to you today. Aw, you too. My daughter dared me to make the smallest spoon I could. Not quite as easy as I thought it would be. She got a kick out of it, although I don't know what to do with it now. Give it to a mouse or something. One of my absolute favorite things. After a PhD student finishes their dissertation defense and the committee discusses while the student is outside the room, I love opening the door to bring the student back in and simply saying, "Doctor," 17 times and counting. God, can you imagine the excitement from just hearing that? Oh, I want to see that. The best thing I did this entire decade was love you. Hope you got everything you wanted this holiday season, like that time I got Sonic CD in '93. That is a happy fella. This image just screams, Amayo Amu.
I can imagine my nan doing this. Because that's the type of person she is. She'd definitely do something like this. Even if she's dying, she'd try and get out of bed and hurt someone for hurting me or someone else. Because she loves us, obviously.
Shindaru. A man holding his baby up to paintings and talking to him at an art gallery. That's so freaking cute. My 64-year-old mother-in-law revealed to us at Christmas that she spent this past year, quote, learning to play the fiddle. No one in the family had any idea, and then she played beautifully, a dozen songs for us without looking at sheet music while we sat at the table in awe. I am now going home not only with a huge smile on my face, but thinking that everything is still very much possible. Be me. Been working at a barbecue joint for 3 years. Boss is like a dad, but cooler. We drink and smoke together. Song from his favorite band is playing. Ooh, do you know who this is, Anon? Answer instantly with correct answer. Hey, that's my boy. My face when it feels good to have someone proud of me. Thanks, boss. Thank you to the good people in Bungendor who have put this fridge out on the roadside. Today's Karwula crew returning from a long shift up near Nariga were delighted to enjoy a cool drink. There are lots of hot firefighters who have very much appreciated this wonderful gesture. I don't know where these people are, what country they're in, but I've never heard of any of these places, but I'm glad they got a cool drink. My older brother with autism loves Jolly Ranchers, so I went out and got every flavor I could, and I'm gonna mail him a little candy care package. Hey, let me just say, this is sweet, but the blue ones are the best ones, and if you don't agree, sorry, but you're wrong. I love you so, so much, from here all the way to that village. Only to that village? No, the farthest village. That's good. When the mother spends all the time of pregnancy doing selfies, this happens. I have a friend who is colorblind. I have another friend with synesthesia, where she sees colors when she listens to music. My colorblind friend has always wanted to see color, and because my friend with synesthesia and my colorblind friend have the same taste in music, she describes color to my colorblind friend by relating it back to music. Like, the sky is Duke Ellington's Satin Doll, and it is the purest thing. This is what pure friendship is.
Aww.
That sounds incredibly sweet. Oh man, look at that. Look at that. That's a man who appreciates his wife. That's so wholesome, dude. Tell me the story of how you you rescued me again. Oh, man. Kids in high school spread rumors that I was gay, so I'm bringing my husband to my reunion next week to prove them so freaking right. You show him, Dylan. Me and my buddy Max grew up together, and our friend Sam told us the other day he wished he had grown up with us as well. I guess Max thought about that and sent me this text. Sam didn't grow up with us, but he'll grow old with us. Man, that's so sweet, dude. Note written by me and slipped to Santa. My son, Jack, is 15 and has an intellectual disability. He wholeheartedly believes in Santa. Please keep the magic alive. Santa winked at me and greeted him like an old friend. Jack, it's great to see you again. Kindness matters. That's so nice and sweet, man. I tell you, this subreddit is the best I've ever seen.
Oh, that is cute. The reason why I like that, even though he's 15, is because I go to a special needs school, and a lot of the friends that you've seen on the live streams and that I speak to obviously go to the same school, and a lot of the people at the school still believe in Santa, even though they're roughly my age. Even though they're roughly my age, 16, 17, possibly 18. So, yeah, I think this is beautiful.
Nice and sweet, man. I tell you, this subreddit is the best I've ever seen. Boys, your bodies are perfect. You don't have to be 6'2" and have a six-pack to be handsome. It's okay to have a tummy or be skinny. It's okay to be short and have acne and stretch marks. Y'all are handsome in your own way. Mom called today to say the cancer's gone and I thought the whole world should know. Ashley. Thank you for letting me know, Ashley. That is fantastic news. What screams I'm upper class? I'm a school bus driver. I drove students in a very nice school district. If you were looking for kids to be the illustration of white privilege, these were the ones. These were kids who got hoverboards from the Tooth Fairy. Every single morning and afternoon, these kids with much more expensive clothes than I have would thank me for driving them. When parents would meet the kids at the bus, they would tell the kids, make sure you say thank you. These people weren't upper class simply from money, but from having habits and attitudes to make them better people in life. Behavior problems were rare. Aw, little devil kitty. I love it. When an employee, Ben, was alone on his shift and overwhelmed with upwards to 25 customers, one customer stepped in to wash dishes, another in stilettos and formal wear started bussing tables and serving orders, and a third jumped in. How about that? That's so great. Just genuine good people. Still good people in parking lots. When I was opening my door, the wind flung it to the other side of your car and made a huge mark. I'm so incredibly sorry. I don't think it's too bad, but I'll still leave my info just in case it's worse than I thought. Again, I'm very, very sorry. My name is blank and my cell number is blank. I have blank insurance. I feel really bad about this and I hope you have a better day. If there's any other info you need, please just give me a call. That's so considerate. Well, Ulta, you absolutely stopped my girl in her tracks this evening. It was mesmerizing to watch her stop, turn, and gaze at this poster. So thank you. Today I learned that while in Sharon Springs, Theodore Roosevelt was approached by a 12-year-old girl who asked if he would like to have a badger. Expecting to humor her, he agreed and the girl came back with a 2-week-old badger. President Roosevelt named him Josiah and he became one of the presidential pets. Well, how about that? The first time I ever did a stand-up in the high school talent show, my teacher was like, I'm gonna see you on the Tonight Show one day. So I flew him out. Look at that. Kept his promise. And he's happy to be there. Text from my dad from a few years ago. I did call and leave him another message after I stopped crying. Editing to add his photo because he's as precious as he sounds. Natalie, I've kept a voicemail from you for over 2 years. All you did was to call me and tell me you loved me. I usually listen to it about 20 times a week. This morning, while listening to it, I received a phone call and accidentally deleted your voicemail. I am heartbroken and I want it back on my phone. Please call me and leave me another I just wanted to say I love you message. Daddy. Man, that's so heartwarming, man. This is what $50 means to a small business. $50 is nothing to a billion-dollar company. Start shopping small. Whoever just placed a $50 plus order in my shop, thank you so much. That literally just paid for half of my groceries tomorrow. Oh, my son has loved my cat since the day he was born. She tolerates that love in a way I never thought possible. I, 24 male, know that my girlfriend, 19 female, is lying to me. We were chilling in my room when she said, I've just thought of a lie that I tell you sometimes. I paused my game and asked her to go on. Sometimes, she said, I say I need a hug from you when actually I think you're the one that needs a hug. She's a keeper. Mom gave me a teddy bear for Thanksgiving. Took a second to realize it's one of the most valuable things I've ever owned. Oh, it's the grandpa's shirts. Oh my goodness. I would cry on the spot. When I was 7 years old, I submitted my own Beetlejuice action figure concept drawings to the toy company. They actually took the time to respond. Dear Blank, thank you for your letter. I received it yesterday. I would like to say that I thought your ideas and drawings were great. Our planning is usually done years ahead and our ideas are top secret, but I will show your ideas to the marketing manager anyway. We are very glad that you like our Beetlejuice toys because if it were not for young boys like you to play with our toys, there would not be a Tonka Canada. Sincerely, Tonka Canada Inc. My dad was looking at me like this for 5 minutes until I looked down at his plate. It's Pac-Man. Elijah, 5, is obsessed with the movie Up and wanted to have his grandparents in the photo shoot for his 5th birthday. This, so far, has put the biggest smile on my face.
Oh, that is cute. Oh, that's adorable.
That's so sweet, man. I know it probably won't get seen, but this weekend was the first time seeing my boys in person in over a year. They both drew my pictures and gave them to me and said, "We love you, Daddy. I'm not crying. You're crying." Man, I've been close a lot of times. That's for sure. I can't even imagine how that feels. Huge news. Finally found my best friend from middle school on Facebook. We've both been looking for each other for over a decade. I told her I think about her every time I play any board game or drive by a church. She told me she uses my name as her password at work. A perfect reunion. Some heroes wear hard hats. Indiana construction worker Jason Haney hid a giant "Where's Waldo" cutout all over his work site for the children in a nearby hospital to find. Once he received word that they found him, he moved Waldo to a new location so they could start looking for him again. That's so sweet, man. My dad's been bringing his dog to work and calling him the office morale officer, so this year his employees gave him an award. Look at that. Look at that. Both him and the dog deserve the reward. Oh, man. He's got an arm around his shoulder. That's so wholesome. Cats are great. We don't deserve them. My mom always made me a birthday cake every year for 44 years. 2 months since she died and my old dad tried his hardest and my heart melted. Hey, that looks like a great cake to me. Props to him. Me when having dinner at grandma's house and I see my favorite dessert she made for me with lots of love. This is true. To the people eating out of my garbage, I have more love for you than you think. Please just come in and tell me you're hungry. I will forever give you a fresh slice of pizza plus fresh water to drink. God bless. Dan is a good man. Dan the man. My dog looks so proud of me on my first day of college. He does, and he is. I guarantee you he is. Very proud. She said yes, and I'm going on my first date today. Date me or draw 25. My crush, Uno. The funny thing was I let him hear it because he denied that he snoozes. He then pulled out his phone and had one of me snoring. That's true love, honestly. It is. Every day this brings me joy. 14-year-old was doing a thing in class and was instructed to draw animals doing ballet. I love the expressions. He was particularly pleased with the way the bird is wearing its tutu. I too am happy about that. This is very well done. A group where we all pretend to be ants in an ant colony. We eating good tonight. Dude, look at that one ant just carrying all those 3 Ritz. That's impressive.
Hell.
Dog looking at popsicles. What flavor will he pick? Holy cow, that is a very cool skateboard. That's really well done. That's beautiful. Oh my goodness, this is so good. That's so sweet. Oh man. My boyfriend stepped in and took my little sister to the daddy-daughter dance. Oh, that's good. This doggo. Happy birthday. Look at that. Look, you got cookies and a nice steak. I assume that's steak. That looks pretty tasty. First gen, 1989. Me, my dad, and my grandpa playing Zelda on NES. Second gen, 2016. My son, me, and my dad playing Zelda on NES on Wii U. You know what they say, history repeats itself. His little spoon grew up real big, but he doesn't mind.
Wait a minute.
Hero.
So that little kid there is him now? Flipping it. Oh, that's cute. I guess he's dead, and then he is the dad to that kid, and then the dad, and then that kid is him, and then that person there is the dad there, and that's his son. Aww.
Me and my dad playing Zelda on NES on Wii U. You know what they say, history repeats itself. His little spoon grew up real big, but he doesn't mind. Hero Husky finds a box full of near-dying kittens in the woods, becomes their new mom. You don't hear many tales about dogs raising kittens. I'm 19, and every now and again my dad gets wasted with his friends and they beg me to drive them to Taco Bell. My dad is the one with the beer in his shirt pocket. That's fantastic. Oh man, just a father looking at his son. That must be a crazy feeling. Oh, this cat doesn't have any ears, but not for long. That's so good. I was playing fetch with Tyler and he pushed the toy, which is the mouth ring of a Gatorade bottle, under the rug, and he went to get it from under the rug and there was another identical one in that spot. So two came out and he was so confused. Then I threw one and he kept walking past it and stopping and I could see the gears turning. It's in my mouth. Look, it's on the floor, but it's in my mouth. Let me walk away, but it's on the floor. He was stuck in a glitch, so I had to remove one of them, and then everything went back to normal. It's a real life glitch. Back soon, out jumping in puddles. You know what? Fair enough. Aboriginal man travels 2,000 miles to attend his granddaughter's graduation. Holy cow. Props. An Arizona man found a balloon with a Christmas list for Santa while out hiking. He tracked down the 8-year-old Mexican girl who released the balloon and fulfilled her wish list. Oh my god, that's amazing. I'm sorry, kid, but I'm afraid you're not tall enough to ride this ride. You're going to jail, bub. Oh my god, it's a koala licking the street. Look, he's a thirsty boy. You gotta do what you gotta do. I don't know who needs to hear this, but when Sheldrick Trust orphans reintegrate into the wild and have their own wild-born babies, they return to introduce them to the men who raised them. Loijuk, 14, introducing her firstborn Lily to Benjamin. Aw, that's so cute. What the heck? Rip Fishy. Aw, oh man, Rip Fishy. Can we get an F in the comments for Fishy? Bless the people who make those YouTube videos on how to do simple tasks and fix stuff. Not for fame, not for money, just here's how to use a wall spackle. Here's how to clean and maintain a vacuum cleaner. Having trouble with some assembly instructions? They've got you covered. No shame, no just figure it out. IRL angels. Agreed. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell so you get notified every time MK uploads. And until the next one, I'll see you around.
Why is the subscribe cut off? What the hell? Like and subscribe. You had one job! One job! Michael has a baby. Yeah. Let's watch the Chills video now then.
I'm warning you not to watch these videos for your own sanity. Otherwise, prepare to get very scared. Number 12. A person cautiously follows a winding road at night using only the light on their phone to guide them. They sense danger on the right and look over. Nothing is there, but their feeling of being watched does not go away. So they look over again, and that's when they make contact. A short creature with a portly body atop long legs does its best to escape the flashlight. At 1 minute and 36 seconds, we see that the overall gray coloring of the creature, when under the light, does match the rest of the background remarkably well. There's no obvious blurring around the edges of the creature either, which indicates that this may in fact be authentic, unedited footage. Number 11. A YouTuber named Blake Smith's Gaming Blitz lives alone and often hears wearing sobs in his basement. He says that he is way too strapped for cash to afford a Bluetooth speaker, and that this is real. Take a listen for yourself. At 57 seconds into the video, the spirit seems to respond to his voice.
Hello? Hello?
He pokes around the corner, and sitting in the far corner of the room is a tiny entity made of light that kind of resembles a small child. I took a screenshot to better illustrate what I'm saying. The shape looks roughly symmetrical, and the head is looking directly at the camera. Number 10. When this couple gets caught trying to use a credit card that doesn't belong to them, the gas station attendant calls the police and makes the boyfriend stay. Meanwhile, the girl sneaks into the bathroom and, thinking fast, decides to climb into the ceiling to hide. Her plans fall through, however, when the flimsy ceiling tiles give and send her careening to the ground. Now, I can't show the fall here, but believe me when I say that she could have easily broken her neck here. She gets up dazed, but still able to walk out in cuffs on her own instead of a stretcher, so she's kind of lucky in that sense. Number 9.
What? Flipping idiots, I tell you, dude. Stop that crap.
A London YouTuber named King of Bongo is trying to explore the Queen's Hotel while staying one step ahead of a security guard. Down one of the dirty halls is a formation that King of Bongo suspects could be the Grim Reaper himself. It looks like it's sitting down facing him with its skeletal hands folded patiently across its lap. But here at 2 minutes and 14 seconds, I feel like it could be an illustration caused by 3 objects stacked together, maybe chairs. He hurries down 3 flights of steps and is searching for an exit when he hears this mystery noise coming from a few rooms over. You and I both heard something near, but a quick glance reveals only these empty rooms. King of Bongos finally meets up with his friend and explains that they are being followed. They hear footsteps that are very light and moving at a good pace towards them.
Wait, there's someone else in here, Go. Just go.
Here's the thing though, a security guard would probably announce themselves and ask if anyone was there. That never happened. So was it the security guard, or was it whatever it was that he thought he saw down the hall? Number 8. What has no arms, no legs, no face, no head, a rodent's tail, and is taking over the UK? I have no answer. And neither does modern science. This gross grub-like tube of meat moves like a caterpillar and even stops to investigate a hole to possibly poke through. Just thinking about one of these things living behind my walls is enough to make me want to check my entire house for them. And like I said, no one has been able to identify what they are, even though they've been spotted all around Britain. So if one of them comes crawling across your floor sometime soon, don't say I didn't warn you. Number 7.
No! Where in Britain, though? I live in Britain! Oh no!
A YouTuber named Joe Hall takes to the streets in search of the supposedly supernatural, black-eyed ghost children who come out at 3 a.m. This trek eventually turns into a long walk along the railroad tracks in the middle of the night. They are just about to give up when one of them spots a small piece of white fabric flapping in the bushes.
Oh my god. What is that thing?
We gotta get out of here, man.
That thing right there, you see it?
Yeah, well, why are we here,
Let's go.
From the shadows comes a person draped in a white gown, just like the legends say. However, I think there's probably a strong chance that this was one of their friends, because it pretty much looks and runs like a normal person in my opinion. It's following them for a while, but then it disappears at exactly 11 minutes and 3 seconds, which is strange, though it could be achieved with some simple editing. They reach their ride a minute later, and shortly before they peel off, this white piece of fabric flaps behind them. Maybe I was wrong about my earlier assumption about this being made up. Unfortunately, we never do get to see its face to tell if the eyes were fully black like the legend says, or not. Number 6. A YouTuber named John Warall finds himself in his living room, confronting a ghost. This room looks clean and dust-free. So I wanted to get your thoughts about the timing and appearance of this orb.
Come on. I've done heard you do it once.
This is not enough to convince John that the ghost is real, so he keeps provoking the supernatural until he gets another sign, this time from the piano itself.
There you go. Do it again. You're here, do it.
I have heard of piano keys playing by themselves if the string tension is too low. Maybe that's what's happening here. But it's also the flattest, most ominous note possible. That note is normally reserved for horror movie scenes, so maybe it was a ghost after all. Number 5. A member of the Urban Ghosts Urban Exploration Team goes to a church that he believes has been taken over by a great evil. Watch this part and tell me if he kicks something nearby or not.
Last time was... Oh.
About 3 minutes later, he hears this noise coming from somewhere outside. It doesn't sound like an animal, and it certainly doesn't sound like a person. So is this a ghost? Outside, all of the lights are now on, when hardly any were before. Supernatural, or just a timer.
Most likely a timer. I have to be honest, I don't know. Let's put this in the bin. The fish doesn't taste that good. It's the I mean, the fish. Ow. The fish does taste good. It's the aftertaste that's horrible. Like smoky kind. Hello. Oh, come here. How are you, my baby? Oh, my lips are sticky now from the fish. Oh crap, there's gonna be salt and stuff all over my desk. Hold on a minute.
And one last thing, while walking around the perimeter, he chances upon this creature staring back at him through the window with red eyes. But since another red light is caught in the very next window over, I think it could just be the reflection of brakes from nearby traffic. Number 4. A YouTuber named Wigofellas buys a drive off the dark web and finds 4 videos, each one worse than the next. This one is probably the most troubling of them all. When the door is opened, it reveals a human instead of a dog, but somehow that doesn't make me feel any less concerned. I'm hoping that this person is just acting and not actually being held against their will. Maybe someone can put my mind at ease by telling me if they recognize this video from a movie somewhere. I have searched extensively and found nothing. Number 3.
British
These
Columbia?
strange sounds in the sky have never been properly explained. I found no less than 5 different incidents of the exact same grinding and humming metal on metal noise. Sometimes it comes from far away, like this one from Germany. And sometimes it echoes throughout the whole city, like this one from France. And sometimes it sounds like it's breaking directly overhead, like this one from Edmonton, Canada.
Bloody hell. hell.
But out of all of them, this recording from an unknown Spanish-speaking country is the clearest. These people are from around the world and obviously can't all know each other, yet each video is recorded between 2015 and 2016. I don't know if this is a warning, an experiment, or what, but I'm worried that one day we will find out. Number 2. A YouTuber named Chris Starr takes an electrometer to an antique store with Omar Gosh to check for signs of the paranormal. They find this creepy old marionette without a nose that seems responsive and eager to communicate.
Please let us know by touching my K2 meter. We really want to know if you have a story or not. Oh God.
So they buy it and run some experiments in the car, where a special spirit box is waiting to help translate. First of all, the marionette seems to react positively to being untangled and held properly. When they ask for its name, a female voice struggles with an answer that a male voice soon finishes. Then they hear some other creepy whispers that I can't understand, but I'm hoping maybe you will.
Can you tell me your name?
I'm not sure what to think, but the fact that this puppet responds to 2 different pieces of paranormal equipment makes me think that this has a greater chance of being real than not. If it is possessed by a spirit, then it could also be cursed, in which making this video could carry dire consequences. Before we get to number 1, the button that I don't think generosity bell beside it, then thank you. Also, don't forget I upload a new video here on YouTube every Thursday and Saturday. Number 1.
Hold on. But it's Tuesday today. Dude, it's Tuesday today, not Thursday.
This London doctor looks to be deeply concentrating on his patients, and he is in a way, but not at all how you would expect. Here the doctor accidentally records himself in the frame while setting up a spy camera in the bathroom. There is no doubt where he is. You can see a sign reminding people to turn off the lights when they are finished. Now satisfied with the angle, he puts on his glasses and leaves. This video would be all the evidence Metropolitan Police need to put him away for 8 years. Anybody doing this is terrible, but a doctor of all people is an especially terrible breach of trust and authority. Was this 8-year sentence long enough based on what you've seen here, or do you think he needs more time away from society? Let's take a close...
Much more. Nasty people, I tell you, dude. Nasty bloody people out there. Not even joking as well. Why? What do you get out of it? Jail. That's what. What the hell do you get out of spying on people and killing people and stealing people and all that crap?
Top 5 scary things caught on camera. Scary people. On and off road rage. In Brazil, a man in a car cuts off a motorcycle rider. Well, the rider doesn't take it so well and decides to give the driver the finger. And this might be one of the worst mistakes of the motorcycle rider's life. Unbeknownst to him, the driver of the car has had a few drinks and also seems to be completely mentally unstable. As the motorcyclist speeds off, the car begins to maniacally follow him, dangerously weaving in and out of traffic. The driver pulls ahead and tries to swerve right into the motorcycle. But the crazy doesn't end there. The motorcyclist speeds away, but the man in the car follows. Again, the driver tries and fails to take out the cyclist. The rider falls back, but the man in the car still won't stop. He slams on his brakes in the middle of the freeway, almost getting hit by a semi-truck. At this point, the motorcycle rider realizes that things might be getting just a bit out of hand. He turns around and drives backwards along the shoulder of the road. And he's finally got rid of the insane driver. Or not. The motorcycle rider makes one final attempt at escape.
What the hell? That is horrible. I don't care if he's drunk or not. That is horrible. I felt the door slam and I heard it. I think they're back. Yeah, they're back. again, update on my nan Holmes. Blood pressure has gone up a bit more apparently, and her breathing is stable for now. But apart from that, there's nothing else has changed, thankfully. My mum said if she does have to be called away in the middle of the night, then of course she'll go. Oh crap! Wrong thing.
He hits his brakes and rolls over the grass divider on the side of the road just in time and manages to finally escape the deranged driver. But in this quick clip, you can see just how insane the motorist pursuing him was. You can actually see the driver attempt to jump from his car and continue chasing the motorcycle on foot. Luckily, no one was hurt in this scary encounter. Out of left field, Reddit user Remelad2 says that his brother's house is remotely located in the countryside of a small town in Denmark. The house is on an isolated road, surrounded by fields, so technically there shouldn't be many other people around. And there certainly shouldn't be anyone around at nearly 3 a.m. in the morning. In this video, Remelad2 claims that his brother's motion-activated security camera captured this image of someone, or something, creeping out of an empty field in the middle of the night.
(2019?
This remote Danish town is deep in the countryside and has only a population of around 7,500 people. So homeless people and drifters are not common. So just who or what is this? Remelad2 believes that the figure is too big to be a person and could possibly be some supernatural figure. But what do you think? Is this...
There are very, very tall people in real life, and the camera could make the person look taller than what they actually are, so...
some strange creature wandering out of the barren fields? Or is it just a very odd-looking person dressed in very bizarre clothes? You decide. Holly Walnuts. UK urban explorer Dead Drop explores some abandoned and downright creepy places. Everything from crawling through creepy tunnels to climbing tall, rusty structures to film the view from dizzying heights. But one of his most frightening experiences so far didn't come from scaling hundreds of feet in the air or sliding through cramped spaces. It came from a frightening experience with some very sketchy people. So Dead Drop is exploring the roof of what seems to be an abandoned building, but turns out he's not alone.
Hey. Hiya. Yeah, you?
The men demand that he climb down from the roof, claiming to be the building owners. And this is where things take a truly creepy turn. Once on the ground, the men seem to try to get Dead Drop to go inside the empty building, which he wisely refuses.
What is that? What is that? I'm filming, you know.
Fight here. He's wasting our time. Fight here.
He didn't need to do that though, did he?
When Dead Drop refuses to go inside the building, one of these low-rent gangsters decides to smack him in the leg with an iron bar. With that, Dead Drop decides to just get out of there.
If you're a burglar,
I'm not, I was just taking pictures. Clearly, I'm not going to record myself burgling, am I?
no, no, I'm saying.
Alright, so I'll go. I didn't mean to, I apologise, alright?
Alright, mate.
Holy
Luckily, Dead Drop was not seriously hurt, but who knows what might have happened if he had went inside.
He should have punched him. He should have punched him and legged it.
At that abandoned building.
And whilst legging it, he should have called the police as well, saying that some people are chasing after him.
For more creepy urban explorations, check out Dead Drop's YouTube channel. Deconstruction. A man named John Manley was working for a construction company in Liverpool, England, doing work on a Travelodge hotel. After several weeks of work were completed, many of the construction workers, including John, say that they were never paid. Well, apparently if you don't pay John Manley for his construction work, then he does deconstruction work. That would be John driving the excavator.
Not interested, lads. Not arse, lads. That's what happens when children... Hey! That's what happens when people don't pay the wages, mate. You just go on the job. Stancer, mate. Drop it. Stancer. Go on, John. He's a sick man. He's a sick man, mate. Oh my God. He's not arse. Right through the building, mate. Right through the building. Hey! Oh!
Someone should have tried to go in there and pull him out of there and knock his lights out and then call the police.
Apparently, John was owed 600 British pounds for his work.
I told you! 600 quid!
Now, this whole incident has been heavily debated in the British press. Some call John a working class hero for standing up for himself and his fellow workers against a company that wouldn't pay them.
What? Surely they would have got paid eventually.
But others say he just took things way too far.
He did took things way too far. He just destroyed building work that was like £1 million, and they were owed 600 British quid. What an idiot! What a flipping idiot! Absolute dickhead. I tell you, some stupid people out there.
So, what do you think? Is John a little scary? Or is he a hero?
No, he's not.
Let me know down in the comments.
He's an awful person.
The ghost trucks of Clinton Road. Clinton Road in West Milford, New Jersey has long been said to be home to extreme paranormal activity. Local legends say that the road is haunted by the ghost of a young boy, and that the woods are home to occult rituals and activity. But there is one legend about Clinton Road that is stranger than all the others. You see, some motorists claim that while driving on the road late at night, their car has been closely followed by a mysterious white truck. This bizarre legend goes back many years.
I'm back on Clinton Road. Okay, we're gonna make a left out of here. Okay. Left back on the Clinton Road. We're gonna do it.
15 years ago. That was 2005.
Oh my God, get in the car, get in the car, get in the car. Go. Wow, you're coming really fast. All we saw was like a streak of blue, and then all of a sudden you saw the headlights. Oh my God, they turned off their lights. They're blinking their lights at us.
They're calling for help, John.
Oh my God, they turned them off again. Now they turned them back on. Oh my God, I'm flipping. That's it, I'm flipping. I'm crazy. I am really pissed. I am really pissed. I am really pissed. I am really pissed.
Why are you screaming?
Even today, some still claim to see the mysterious white truck following them on Clinton Road. As YouTuber Your Boy Dave and his friends are driving on Clinton Road late one night, it seems they might not be alone.
The couch.
No. Is it the same truck?
No, but they stopped.
Yes, it is. It's the same truck. It's the
Oh
same
my
truck.
God.
It's the same
No
truck.
way.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
It's been the same truck
fucking
3 times.
And they
He's
just
stopping.
No, he stopped.
Turn around, Dave.
No, don't turn around. He stopped.
You can't get out of here. You have to
Dude,
turn
he's
around.
reversing. He's reversing. I swear to
You have
fuck.
to turn around
Slow
to
down,
get
slow
out,
down,
Dave.
slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down.
Dave, you have to turn around to get out.
Do you?
Yes, you do.
No, you don't. That's
What
his
the
couch.
f*** do you mean? Just ran down the rim.
Oh, hold up, slow down, slow down. I want
Oh
to see
my
if he
God.
comes.
Kevin, roll up your window. Oh my God, what is wrong with you, Kevin?
I don't know. I want to see.
Roll up your window.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
Dave! Oh my God, Dave! Dave! Just go straight. Just go straight. Just go straight. Just go straight.
Wait, he said a white truck. A white pickup.
He's stopping again. He's turning around. Dave! Dave!
No, hold up. I want to see this.
Dave's passengers mention that they've seen the same white truck pass them 3 times. Now, it seems very unlikely that there are white, quote, ghost trucks patrolling Clinton Road. But it is possible that thugs in a white truck who are familiar with the local legend might be out on the road to intentionally harass late-night drivers. And who knows what their other intentions might be. So I'm filing this one under Scary People. Selfie surprise. In this TikTok video, Catherine Goodwin was taking video with her friends as they were hanging out at a club. They catch something very odd. So is this a ghost caught on camera or just a very pale person who accidentally photobombed their shot? You decide. Thanks for watching. Submit or suggest.
The pale person thing, I don't know. Is that an iPhone 5? Dude, upgrade your phone, man. Oh, I thought I said miss my. Kiss my. Oh, I get it. But yeah, as you saw, my nan really really isn't doing too well at the minute. Right, so yeah, my nan isn't doing too well at the minute. I'm just hoping she doesn't die today or tomorrow or any day, really. Because she's only 64, which isn't really old. But my, I don't know what I was going to say then. But, yeah. Why is it doing that? What the hell? There we go. I forgot what I was going to say. Right, I'm just going to end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching this live stream. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. Give it a thumbs up if you did. I'm feeling a little bit better now. Like, comment and subscribe. Make sure to hit the bell icon so you guys get notified on when I upload or live stream. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next live stream. Bye.